So today we're going to do a yoga flow, and I like to just get things started, so let's go ahead and do that. We're going to start in a comfortable seated position. You can be cross-legged, you can be in full lotus, whatever works for you. If you need to sit on a pillow, a block, go ahead and do that. And we're going to inhale, arch the back, and gaze up, and exhale, round. Inhale, arch, gaze up, and exhale, round the back. One more, inhale, arch, look up, and exhale, round. Coming to a neutral spine, we're going to take the right palm down, lift the left arm up and over, side body stretch, gaze towards the palm, elongate through the crown of the head, and switching sides, elongate to the side body, gaze to the palm, twisting through the thoracic spine, coming back to center, taking it over towards the right, take the left hand to the outside of the right knee, inhale, lift through the spine, exhale, twist. And untwisting to the opposite side, right hand to the outside of the left knee, and the left palm behind you. Inhale, raise through the crown of the head, exhale, twist. Dropping the shoulders away from the ears. And coming back to center, take it to a tabletop position. Shoulders over wrist, hips over knees, knees spread about hip distance apart, and cat-cows here. So inhale, drop the belly, gaze up, tuck the toes under, exhale, untuck the toes, round through the back, press through the palms, gaze to the belly button. Inhale, arch, look up, exhale, round. Inhale, arch, look up, and exhale, round. Coming to a neutral spine, we're going to lift the right arm up, lift the left leg up. And finding balance here, take small pulses up. And last one, we're going to pull the elbow and the knee in. On the exhale, inhale, back up. Exhale in. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale in. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale in. Lengthen, last one. And lengthen. We're going to bend the knee and take the right hand, grabbing the inside of the right foot. Press the foot into the palm, lifting through the chest. And dropping the left foot down, we're going to sit back to the heel, stretching the fingertips long, forehead to mat. And rolling up, coming to standing on that right knee. Inhale, arms rise overhead. And taking a side body stretch over to the right. And take it over to the left. Take it back over to the right, right palms down. Lift the left leg up in tiny taps and up. So taking the foot down to the ground and up. Last one, and we're going to bend the left knee, take the left hand, grab the outside of the foot, gaze to the floor, lift through the chest. And releasing the foot, coming back to tabletop position. Inhale, arch, look up. Exhale, round. Inhale, arch, look up. Exhale, round. Inhale, arch, look up. Exhale, round. Opposite side. So finding balance here, lift the left arm up, right leg up. And pulls it up and down. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. On the exhale, pull the elbow and knee into the chest. Inhale, lengthen. Last one. And lengthen. We're going to bend the knee, reach around, grab the inside of the foot. Press the foot into the hand, opening through the shoulder, through the chest. Releasing the hand back down to the mat. Take the right foot out to the side. Sit back to the heel. Walking the palms forward, forehead to mat. And rising up, take an inhale, arms rise above the head. Side body stretch, drop the left hand down, reach the right arm up and over. And take it over to the opposite side. Take it back, dropping the hand, we're going to lift the leg parallel to the ground. And that right arm rises and tap the foot up and down. Last one, leg comes up, bend the knee, take the hand to the outside of the foot, to the top of the foot, gaze down, press the foot into the hand to open through the chest. And release back down to the mat, coming back to a tabletop. Inhale, arch the back, look up, tuck the toes. Exhale, round, gaze towards the belly button. Coming to a neutral spine, let's tuck the toes, coming to our first down dog. And finding movement here, so moving the heels as you need to. You can bend the knees, you can come up onto the toes. Whatever you need to do, maybe take the heels side to side. Movement that feels good in your body. This is your practice. Just continuing to breathe. And whenever you're ready, coming to a static down dog. Press the heels down, fingers spread wide, index fingers pointing forward. Shifting the gaze in between the hands, walking the feet forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Bending the knees if you need to. Ragdoll. Grab opposite elbows. You can gently sway from side to side. Taking a slight bend in the knees, slowly rolling up one vertebrae at a time. As you come to standing, we're going to heel toe the feet together, coming into mountain pose. Roll the shoulders down. Inhale, arms rise overhead. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step back to plank through to chaturanga. Drop to the knees if you need to. Inhale to up dog. And exhale to down dog. Shifting the gaze in between the hands, step, pop, or float. Feet together. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, full forward. Inhale, swan dive up. Palms come together, gaze up. And exhale, mountain pose, Tadasana. chair pose, squatting through the legs. Inhale, arms rise overhead. Exhale, take the hands down to heart center, squatting low. Taking a twist to the right. So take the left elbow to the outside of the right knee, keeping the knees together, palms pressing together, gaze over the right shoulder. Inhale, back to center. And exhale, twist to the left. Right elbow to the outside of the left knee, palms together, gaze over the shoulder. Inhale, back to center. Inhale, arms rise overhead, standing up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, step back to plank, through to chaturanga. Inhale to up dog. Exhale to down dog. Shifting the gaze in between the hands, step, hop, or float, feet together. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, swan dive up. Palms come together. Exhale, hands down to heart center. Coming into tree pose, so grounding down through the left foot, raise the right foot to the calf. Maybe you can take it above the knee. Maybe you can take it into half lotus if that's in your practice. Grounding down through the foot as you reach through the crown of the head. Engage the core. Hands can stay at heart center. They can go over the head. Whatever feels good for you. Finding one point to gaze at. And releasing that foot back down to the mat, mountain pose. Inhale, arms rise overhead. Exhale, take the hands to heart center, tree on the left. So grounding down through that right foot. And the left foot can come to the calf, maybe to the upper thigh, maybe half lotus, if that's in your practice. Engaging the core, lifting through the crown of the head, and grounding down through that right foot. Finding one steady point to gaze at. And you can take the arms up and overhead, whatever feels good for you. They can stay right at heart center. And taking the foot down, we're going to inhale, arms rise overhead. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, step back to plank, through to chaturanga. Inhale to up dog. And exhale, take it to down dog. Take a big inhale through the nose. And exhale through the mouth. One more time. And exhale. Inhale, raise the right leg to the sky. Exhale, pull the knee into the chest, step it through, coming to a high lunge. Ground down through the feet, squeeze the inner thighs. Inhale, arms rise. And exhale, take the hands back down to the mat, step back to plank. Exhale through chaturanga. Inhale to up dog. Exhale to down dog. Inhale, left foot rises to the sky. Exhale, pull the knee into the chest, step the foot through, high lunge. Ground down through the feet, squeeze the inner thighs. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale, plant the hands down, step back to plank, through to chaturanga. Inhale to upward facing dog. And exhale to downward facing dog. Inhale, take the right leg up to the sky. Exhale, pull the knee into the chest, through warrior two. So back foot parallel to the edge of the mat, strong legs, gazing over that middle finger. Externally rotate the thighs. Reverse your warrior, flip your palm, reach back for the calf or ankle, reaching up and over with the top arm, keeping a bend in that front knee, reaching for extended side angle. Right hand goes inside or outside the right foot, left arm up and over, externally rotating towards the ceiling. And Trikonasana triangle. Extend the front leg straight, and the right hand can either stack, or it stacks right below the right shoulder. Fingertips can go to the floor. If your triangle is deep enough, you can grab the big toe with your peace fingers. You might need to step the back foot in just a little bit. And half moon pose. Gaze to the floor. Take a slight bend in that right knee. Take the right hand directly underneath the shoulder, finding balance on that right leg. Left leg lifts. Engage the core. Find the breath. And maybe you shift the gaze up to the ceiling. And take a slight bend in that standing leg. Coming back to warrior two. And planting the hands down, stepping back to plank. Exhale through chaturanga. Inhale to up dog. And exhale to down dog. Inhale, raise the left foot to the sky. Exhale, pull the knee into the chest. Step it through warrior two. Back foot parallel to the edge of the mat. Inhale, arms rise. Externally rotating the hips, gaze over the middle finger. And reverse your warrior, reaching forward, flip the palm, reach back for the calf or ankle. Extended side angle, reaching forward, left hand to the inside or outside of the left foot. Right arm reaches up and over, opening through the chest towards the ceiling. And extend the front leg straight, Trikonasana triangle. Maybe step the back foot in just a little bit. And equal reaching with the arms, gazing up towards the ceiling. Maybe you're able to grab that big toe if your practice is deep enough. Stacking the hips one on top of each other. Half moon pose, shift the gaze to the floor. Take a slight bend in that standing leg in the front leg, left leg, and take the left palm out to the side. So the palm is directly underneath the shoulder. You're stacking the hips one on top of each other, opening through the hips. And maybe shifting the gaze towards the ceiling if you're steady. If it's in your practice, you can also come into sugar cane, where you bend the knee, grab the top of the foot, and lift through the knee. Engaging the core. If you need a block under the hand, you can put a block under there as well. And shift the gaze back to the floor. Take a slight bend in the knee, coming back to warrior two. Strong legs. And taking it back down to the mat, plank, exhale through chaturanga. Inhale to upward facing dog. And exhale to downward facing dog. Inhale, raise the right leg to the sky. Exhale, pull the knee into the chest. Step it through for a half pigeon. So taking the knee down, shin down. If you need to place a block underneath the hip, you can do that. Raise through the chest. And if mermaid is in your practice, you can do that now. If it's not, you just stay with the chest lifted. Mermaid, you would bend this back leg and take the same arm, grabbing the inside of the foot, pulling the heel towards the hip. If you're here and steady, then you can take the elbow crease into the foot and shifting the gaze forward, reach the right arm up and over. clasping the hands. And if you're in mermaid, slowly release. If you have just been sitting up, we're going to roll down into half pigeon. Elbows can be at the mat. You can come all the way to the forehead. Maybe you're folding just slightly where the palms are still down. Go to where you feel a stretch. You never want to feel pain, but you feel like you're activating the muscle. If you feel it's really tight, think about the breath and think about your inhales and exhales. So sending the inhales to wherever you're holding tension. And with your exhale, maybe you're able to release. Maybe most of your tension's in your shoulders and not even in your hips. So just noticing your body. And starting to walk the chest back up. Tuck the back toes under, extend the back leg straight. And we're going to press through the palms, lift the hips up, taking it to three-legged down dog. Right leg rises. Bend the right knee, gaze underneath the right shoulder. And we're going to take it to falling triangle. So pull the knee, right knee to the left elbow. And we're going to drop the right foot down, raise the left hand to the sky. Take it back to plank. You can do a three-legged chaturanga here. Inhale to upward facing dog. And exhale to downward facing dog. Inhale, raise the left leg to the sky. As you exhale, pull the knee into the chest and drop it through half pigeon pose. Extend through the back leg, lifting through the chest. And if mermaid is in your practice, you can bend the knee. Same arm reaches for the inside of the foot. If you're steady here and you want to deepen a little bit more, you can take the elbow crease to the foot. Gazing forward, lift the left arm up and over, clasping the hands. And if you've come into mermaid, start to release the foot. And we're all going to fold forward, folding forward as much as you feel in your body. Scanning for where the tension is being held. Noticing the breath, noticing the body. And starting to lift the chest back up over the hips. Tuck the back toes under, extend the back leg straight. Shoulders away from ears. We're going to press through the palms, lift the hips up, coming to a three-legged down dog. Inhale, leg up, and then exhale, bend the knee, take the heel towards the hips, gaze underneath the left shoulder. Coming into falling triangle. So as you inhale, lift the leg. As you exhale, we're going to cross the left knee over the body towards the right elbow. Step the left foot through. Inhale, right arm rises to the sky. Lifting the hips up. And coming back to plank, you can do a three-legged chaturanga here. Exhale, inhale to upward facing dog. And exhale to downward facing dog. And shifting the gaze forward, step, hop, or float, feet together. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, swan dive up, palms come together. Exhale, hands down to heart center. Coming into dancer pose, we're going to ground down through the left foot, bend the right knee. The right hand is going to grab the inside of the right foot. Inhale, take the left arm up overhead. As you start to kick the foot into the hand, you're going to start to reach forward. Find one point to gaze at. Keep kicking the foot up. Keep reaching the front arm forward. If you fall out, is totally fine. And coming back. Down, slowly releasing. Hands to heart center. And setting up for the left side. So grounding down through the right foot. Bend the left knee. Take the left palm. And we're going to grab the inside of the left foot. Reach the right arm up. As you kick the foot into the hand, so thinking about kicking the foot into the hand, not just trying to arch the back. So as the foot kicks into the hand, your body's going to come down like a pendulum. And as you become steady, maybe you're able to kick the foot a little bit more. Feel the stretch through the chest, through the shoulder. Find one point to gaze at. Keep grounding and lifting, thinking about reaching and kicking. Very nice. And starting to come out of it. Take hands to heart center. Very nice. Inhale, arms rise overhead, palms come together, gaze up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, step back to plank. Through to chaturanga. Inhale to upward facing dog. And exhale to downward facing dog. And coming to plank, we're going to come all the way down to the belly and coming into Sphinx pose. So take the forearms down to the mat, fingers spread wide. The shoulders should be directly over the elbows. Inhale, pull the chest through the arms, lift through the crown of the head, pressing down through the forearms, through the palms. Shoulders away from ears. And taking the palms a little bit wider and pressing through the palms, extending the arms straight, cobra. Walking the palms back if you desire, closer towards the hips. Slowly roll down one vertebrae at a time. Take the hands into a triangle, forehead to triangle, bend the knees and windshield wiper the feet back and forth. Locust pose, clasping the hands behind the back. And we're going to lift the legs, lift the chest as you inhale. Slowly coming back down to the mat. Take the hands into the triangle, forehead to triangle, bend the knees, windshield wiper the feet. Keeping the knees bent, coming into bow pose, grabbing the outsides of the feet. And as you inhale, lift through the chest, kicking the feet into the hands. Slowly roll down, coming back to child's pose. Knees wide, big toes touching, forehead to mat. And coming back to plank, exhale through chaturanga, inhale to upward facing dog, exhale to downward facing dog. Shifting the gaze forward, coming to a seated position. Taking both legs straight. Inhale, lift through the crown of the head, lift through the chest, and exhale, fold forward. Options here, you can grab the big toes with your peace fingers if you're able to, and bending through the elbows. Elbows stay in close to the legs. Fold. If you want to, you can clasp the hands, or you can grab the soles of the feet and bending at the elbows, taking a deep fold. You can just fold forward, whatever feels good for you. And coming back up to seated inclined plank. So take the fingertips facing forward, and they're going to be past the glutes. So, and as you inhale, we're going to press through the heels, lifting through the chest, lifting the hips up, taking the head back. Strong arms, internally rotating the thighs. Nice. Strong. Slowly release back down to the mat. And we're going to pull the knees into the chest, stepping it back to plank. Exhale through chaturanga. Inhale to upward facing dog. And exhale to downward facing dog. Shifting the gaze forward, coming to the seat. Extending the legs straight, coming into Janu Sirsasana A on the right. So we're going to bend the right knee, take the sole of the right foot into the left thigh. We're going to inhale, lift through the chest, square the body, exhale, fold forward. Engaging through the core, Uddiyana Bandha. So pulling that belly button in. And coming up to seated and half spinal twist. So we're going to step the right foot over the left thigh. If you're able to, we want to reach the left elbow to the outside of the right knee. Maybe you just take the left elbow crease into the knee. Right hand behind you. As you inhale, raise through the crown of the head. And as you exhale, twist. And looking forward, untwisting, unwinding. And to the left, we're going to start with Janu Sirsasana A. So right leg extends. We're going to take the left foot to the inside of the right thigh. Knee comes out to the side, squaring the chest over the right leg. Lengthening through the crown of the head on the inhale. And as you exhale, fold forward. Scanning the body. Where's the tension? Is it in your shoulders? Where's the core? Coming back to seated. And half spinal twist, stepping the left foot over the right thigh. Knee is bent towards the chest. Here you want to take the right elbow to the outside of the left knee if possible. If not, you can grab the knee in with the elbow hook. As you inhale, lengthen through the crown of the head. And then as you exhale, twist. Think about lengthening and twisting with each inhale and exhale. Looking back to the front, untwisting, unwinding, finding balance on your sits bones, pulling the knees into the chest. And coming into Davasana or boat pose, we're going to extend the legs. You can keep them bent here or you can extend them all the way, whatever you prefer. Arms come out parallel to the mat. Gaze to the big toes if they're extended. And we're going to slowly come down, very, very slow, all the way to the back. Pull both knees into the chest, give yourself a nice big hug, gently rock from side to side. And taking a spinal twist to the left, so drop the knees to the left. Left hand can come to the outside of the thighs. Right arm can come out to a T. You shift the gaze over the right shoulder. Pulling the knees back to center, gently rock from side to side. And supine spinal twist to the right, drop the knees to the right. Take the left arm out to a T. Pulling the knees back to the chest, slowly rocking from side to side. And option to come into Supta Baddha Konasana, or you can come into your final Savasana. If you want to, you can take the soles of the feet together, take the knees wide, heels towards the hips, one hand to belly, one hand to heart, or if you're ready for your final resting pose, taking the legs wider than mat's distance, pressing through the back of the head, rolling the shoulders down, palms facing the ceiling. And honoring yourself, honoring your body, staying in these poses for as long as you need. Resting down to the mat, fully letting go, scanning the body, noticing the tension you may be holding. Notice the tension and start to breathe into that space. And with your exhales, trying to relax that tension you're holding. Your inhales trying to create the space. And if you haven't come into your final Savasana, you can do so at this time. And I'm just going to let you rest here for as long as you need. Thank you for showing up and practicing. Thank you for giving yourself this gift of yoga. I hope you come back and practice with me. If you like this flow, subscribe, and there'll be more to come.